ओके मैम।
आपके द्वारा डायल नंबर अभी व्यस्त है।
So, chalo, let's start the session today. So, today we will be solving week 4 assignment, previous year's assignment. And I am Vishakha Pandey from IT Bombay. I'm a PhD student, third year student, fourth year student now. So, let's start the session. Is my screen visible to you?
यस मैम।
Okay, so let's start. So, question 1. A system has a gain of 60 dB without feedback. If the negative feedback fraction is 1 is to 25th, calculate the closed loop gain of the system in dB with the addition of negative feedback. So here in this question it is saying that system has a gain of 60 dB. Alright, so if we say that um, if we see that, let's say A is the system gain, then it's A is dB, right? And if the negative feedback fraction is 1 by 25th, so here beta is saying as 1 upon 25, right? Now it's asking calculate the closed loop gain of the system in dp with the addition of negative feedback. So that is, so we have to find out A upon 1 plus A beta. So I'm giving you 2 minutes and try to solve this question, and then we'll discuss its solution. Okay. Done with the question, guys?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Not yet? Are you done with the question? Okay, take 1 more minute. Done? Okay. Chalo, let's go ahead. Let's try to solve it. It's okay if you haven't done it yet. Let's solve it. So it was given that 60 is equals to, it was given that A is equals to 60, right? So in it is in dB. So first we have to find out the value of gain which is not in dB. So 60 is equals to 20 log A, right? Then we'll do NT log and we'll get the value of A which will be equals to 1000. Till here, do you you got any problem till here finding out the value of A?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Then then the final gain for the feedback, closed loop feedback, will be A upon 1 plus A beta, right? A upon 1 plus A beta. And beta value is 1 by 25. So we will put all the values and we got 24.39. Now in dB it will be 20 log 24.39 and it will be 27.74 dB, right? The answer will be 27.74 dB. Any doubt here?
No,
Batao?
ma'am.
Okay, okay, good. So answer is 27.74 dB. Let's go ahead and try to solve this question. Negative feedback system with forward gain A and feedback gain beta, the overall gain AF, the impact overall gain compared to the open loop system is observed to be. So here it's what is given is forward gain is given to us, feedback gain is given to us, and overall gain is also given to us, right? Now it is asking impact on overall gain compared to the open loop system. So we know that for an open loop system, gain will be A, right? And for the closed loop system, gain will be A upon 1 plus A beta, right? Now, here in options, we can see sensitivity. Gain sensitivity is talked about. So, I'm giving you 5 minutes. Try to solve this question. And since gain sensitivity is given to you, all the options are given in terms of gain sensitivity. So, you have to think in that direction. Try to solve this one and then we'll discuss the solution. I'm giving you 5 minutes to solve this question, okay? Okay, you didn't watch the week 4. Okay, all right. After looking at the assignment, this the all solving session, then you can go and look at the lectures. Okay, so let's start solving this question. So question is pretty simple. So you have to first find out the gain sensitivity. So to find out gain sensitivity, let's say S is equals to dA by A for open loop, and for closed loop S will be equals to dAf by AF. Okay, so first let's go here. So so gain for open loop is equals to A, right? And sensitivity of open loop will be 1, right? When it is dA by A, then it will be 1, right? Now let's make a closed loop with systems gain equals to A and the feedback gain equals to beta. So the total overall gain will be A upon 1 plus A beta. Now we'll do dAf by dA, which will be equals to, we'll differentiate dA by, A upon 1 plus alpha beta, and we got 1 plus alpha beta square, in denominator, and in numerator 1 plus alpha beta minus alpha beta. Okay, so we got, so basically when we, so this will cancel out and it will become 1 upon 1 plus alpha beta square, right? That is dAf by dA is equals to 1 upon 1 plus alpha beta square. So dAf will be equals to, we'll can send this dA here, and we got dA upon 1 plus alpha beta square, right? Any doubt till here? Okay, let's go ahead. So the sensitivity for the closed loop will be, closed loop sensitivity is dAf by AF. So we already know dAf. We'll put it here, right? So dA upon 1 by AF into 1 plus alpha beta A beta whole square. So from here we'll put the value of AF here, and we got something like this. So the closed loop sensitivity is 1 upon 1 plus alpha beta, right? So here it's asked the gain sensitivity is increased by a factor of 1 upon 1 plus A beta due to fractional change in A. Okay, the gain sensitivity is reduced by a factor of 1 plus alpha beta due to the fractional change in A. The gain sensitivity is reduced by a factor of 1 upon 1 plus alpha beta due to fractional change in A. So this is correct, right? Because the gain sensitivity earlier, wait, the earlier the gain sensitivity was 1, right? But when the closed loop came in there, the gain sensitivity got reduced by 1 upon 1 plus alpha beta. So here option will be option C, because the gain sensitivity is reduced by a factor of 1 upon 1 plus A beta due to fractional change in A, right? Any doubt here? So option C. समझ आया क्या हुआ है? सिंपल, जैसे सेंसिटिविटी निकालने के लिए व्हाट वी हैव डन इज वी हैव पुट dA by A for sensitivity, and we got, for open loop we got 1. Similarly for closed loop we got 1 upon 1 plus A beta. So जब भी whenever हम open loop को closed loop करेंगे, the sensitivity will reduce by 1 upon 1 plus A beta. Okay, whenever we go from open loop to closed loop. Now let's go to question number 3. So in a current amplifier with Ri as input resistance, Ri as input resistance and Ro as output resistance, what will be the effect of having negative feedback for this amplifier on this resistance? So यहाँ पे there is a current amplifier given to us. Okay, a current amplifier is given, and Ri is taken as input resistance, and Ro is taken as output resistance. Okay, and it is said that a negative feedback is given to this, so what this amplifier. So what will happen to these resistances? So firstly you have to realize what happens when a negative feedback is given to a system. So first thing is, when a system gets a negative feedback, its performance gets better. Okay, so matlab basically, see, there is a system, right? And this system is working. It has some error, it has some problems, and the system is working. But with this system, if we are giving a feedback to this system again, ki there is a output, and we are giving this output as a feedback again to the system, then it will take it as a feedback and it will try to improve itself, right? The system will try to improve when there is a feedback. So this is what is happening here. When an amplifier gets a negative feedback, its performance gets better. So in this area, in this way you have to think. And now think, what will happen to the input resistance Ri and output resistance Ro? These are the options given to you. Take 2 minutes and try to solve this question. Then क्या? Option C. Done? Okay, let's go ahead. Okay, so here for ideal current amplifier, we know that input impedance will be equals to 0 and output impedance it will be equals to infinity, right? This is for ideal current. Okay, this is for ideal current. Now the for practical current R very low and RO will be very high, but there will be some values. It won't be 0 and infinity. There will be some values respectively. Okay, now yeah, for practical current amplifier something like this will be the equivalent circuit. Here A is the gain of the current amplifier. So Rin will be in the Rin will be connected with the current source, something like this, and RO will be connected with the load R impedance in parallel to the load impedance. There will be output impedance. Okay, so we know that with negative feedback the performance should enhance. So how will performance enhance? When Rin, whatever is the Rin, when we'll try to uh, when with this feedback if Ri is getting lower and lower, then only we'll say that performance is getting better, right? जब Ri है, see आइडियल करंट में आइडियल करंट एम्पलीफायर में Ri जीरो होना चाहिए, Ro इन्फिनिटी होना चाहिए, राइट? बट प्रैक्टिकल करंट सिचुएशन में ऐसा नहीं होता. तो अगर हम ऐसा फीडबैक दें जिससे कि हमारा Ri की जो भी वैल्यू थी वो और घटते जाए और Ro की जो भी हाँ
Please teach me English.
okay, okay, all right. So I'm saying that if we are giving a negative feedback to a system, we want it in such a way that the value of Ri, right, it decreases continuously and the value of Ri increases with negative feedback. Then only we will say that this practical current amplifier is getting better and better and uh, it is going towards the characteristics of an ideal current amplifier, right? So happening here that if with the help of negative feedback the performance should enhance. How will it enhance? When the new input impedance will become like Ri upon 1 plus A beta. This is system gain, this is feedback gain. So then the new Ri will be always lower than the old Ri, the open loop Ri, right? And similarly, the output impedance will be output impedance into 1 plus A beta. This is how RO will keep on increasing, Ri will keep on decreasing, trying to become 0, and RO will keep on increasing, trying to become infinite, right? And that is how this practical current amplifier will try to reach the characteristics of ideal current amplifier. This practical current amplifier will try to become ideal current amplifier, right? So yeah, so Ri dash should decrease and RO should increase. Now this is for current amplifier, right? For voltage amplifier, what will happen is for voltage amplifier, Ri is in series with Ri is in series and RO is also in series. So here we want Ri to be infinity. Here for voltage amplifier, in ideal current, in ideal voltage amplifier, Ri is equals to infinity and Ro is equals to 0, right? Because we want all the voltage to at the load end, at the output end. This is what we want. So we want the idealistic is like this. Idealistic current characteristic is something like this for voltage amplifier, and we want with the negative feedback what will happen is the input resistance will keep on increasing trying to become infinity, the output resistance will keep on decreasing trying to become 0. Get it? Any doubt here? Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, okay, right. So similarly, like voltage amplifier, there are different amplifiers like transconductance amplifier. where Ri is in series and Ro is in parallel. So similarly, it will also try to reach ideal transconductance characteristics, and both of them will increase. Since input here is voltage, we give input as we give voltage as input and we take current as output. Similarly, for trans impedance, Ri will decrease and Ro will increase with the negative feedback. Okay. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Good. So let's go ahead. So here, what will happen is Ri will keep on reducing, no, no, and Ro will keep on increasing. So Ri increases, Ro decreases. Sorry, Ri reduces, Ro increases. Ri reduces and Ro increases. Right. Okay. So now let's try to solve question number 4. Here, for the circuit shown below, find exact value of R2 by R1. Okay, VO and VF. VO here is output voltage. VF is the voltage of R1. The potential drop due to the resistance R1. Okay, given that A is equals to 100 volts by volts and AF, that is the gain of the closed loop feedback, right, is 4 volts by volts, and input voltage is given, Vi is given as 1 volts. Okay, Vi here is given as 1 volts, Vo is not given to us, A is given as 100 volt by volt, that is open loop gain is 100 volts per volts. The closed loop gain is 4 volts per volts. The so what we have to find out is Vo we have to find out, right? Vf we have to find out, and we have to find out R2 by R1. Okay. Now I'm giving you 4 minutes to solve this question. I think what can be done here, we already know that closed loop closed loop gain is equals to A upon 1 plus A beta. Now you have to find out the value of beta. You know A, try to find out AF and then put the values and try to solve this question. Okay, I'm giving you 4 minutes and then we'll solve it. We will look into the solution. Done? Option C. Not done. Okay. Okay, let's try to solve this question then. So here we already know that the feedback loop gain is A upon 1 plus A beta, right? So we can write it in these terms, right? 1 upon 1 plus A by beta. And from here we can find out the value of beta, which is equals to 1 by AF minus 1 by A is equals to 0.2F. Now let's try to find out B. So beta, okay, here I have not written. Okay, so for beta here, right, leave everything, and what we can see here is something like this, right? R1 grounded here, and then VF is given here. Matlab, this is the voltage drop, and then R2, R2, and here it's V0, right? V output, right? If we remove this and this, if we remove everything, this is something that we are getting, right? So beta, this is what the feed, if we remove the Moen system and only the, if we keep only feedback, that is this, the feedback, this is what we are getting, right? This means that beta is equals to V of O by V of VF, right? No, sorry, ulta. Yeah, sorry, sorry. Beta is equals to voltage of feedback divided by output voltage, that is VF by VO, right? Now we simply apply KVL here, and what we got? We got beta is equals to R1 upon 1 R1 plus R2. Okay. From here, 1 upon beta is can be written as R2 upon R1 plus 1. So we have already beta is equals to 0.24. We'll put it here. 0.24 minus 1 is equals to R2 by R1. So we got R2 by R1 equals to 3.167. Now R2 by R1 we already have beta. We'll put it here, and we got V0 is equals to AF into VI, which is equals to 4 into 1, that is 4 volts, and VF is, sorry, 1 second. We know that VO by VI is equals to AF, right? As well. So from here, we'll put VO is equals to AF into VI, that is 4 into 1 is equals to 4 volts. And VF is equals to beta into VO. We'll put the value of VO here. We'll put the value of VO. We got 0.96 volts. Any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
No doubt. Do you want me to repeat? Or is it, should I go ahead?
Repeat, ma'am.
Okay. First thing to know here is closed loop feedback is equals to A upon 1 plus A beta, right? What else do we know already? We know that we we also know that uh, since it's the gain of a closed loop, we also know that AF is equals to VO by VI. Any doubt till here?
No, ma'am.
From here itself, we can get the value of VO. From here itself, we can get the value of VO. VO will be AF into VI, right? AF into VI. We know the value of AF. We know the value of VI. We'll put it. We got into 1 is equals to 4. Okay, now let's go ahead. Now from here, let's try to find out the value of beta. So from here, from this, we know the value of AF, we know the value of A. Can we find out the value of beta? Right? It's simple arithmetics. We can get it, right? So we know A, we know AF, we can get beta, which will be equals to 0.24. We also know that beta is equals to voltage of the feedback. Since it's a negative feedback, right, it is like something like this. So voltage of feedback into VO. Why? See, in a system, let's say it's a system, right? It's okay, here we do have a system, something like this is a system. hmm? And VO is given here and VI is given here, and here we are getting VF, right? Right? So what we will write, and this is a negative, this is from this side, like this. So V of F is equals to beta into VO, right? So from here, beta will be equals to VF by VO. Now we know this much, we got to know this much, right? So we got to know that beta is equals to VF by VO. We already know the value of beta, we already know the value of VO. Can we find out the value of VF? Yes, value of VF will be 0.96. Beta into VO, 0.24 into 4, 0.96. Got it? Any doubt in finding VO and VF? No. So
No, ma'am.
let's go ahead. Now we have the system here, closed loop, right? We don't have anything else because this is what we want for the closed loop. We don't need the other closed loop branch, which is like this, and others is for open loop branch. So here we already know beta is equals to VF by VO. Now put the, now take it like uh, take like a current is going, current I, right? So VF can be written as I into R, right? Whereas VO, this VO is plus minus. This is the loop. This is the voltage drop. We are taking the voltage drop from ground, right? So 1 second. VO will be equals to I into R1 plus I into R2. So I cancel, and we got how much? R1 divided by R1 plus R2 equals to beta, right? Now from here, now we find out R1, can we find out the value of R2 by R1? We know the value of beta. Can we put it here and find out R2 by R1? It's simple calculations. Yes, we can find out the value of R2 and R1. So simple calculations are there. We'll put it there and we will get the value of R2 by R1. So it will be around 3.16, 4, 0.96. 3.167 for R2 by R1. VO will be equals to 4 volts and VF will be equals to 0.96. Any doubt here?
No, ma'am.
Okay, great. चलो फिर हम go to next question then.